So, Scotty, you think back there to Galat, when we kicked off 2025 a couple weeks ago, we've seen record car counts showing up in numbers, and we're seeing great car counts in Extreme Pro Stock.
How many times have you been to a PDRA event and seen that many trip zip reaction times?
Yeah, the reaction times have been absolutely killer.
They know when you come to a PDRA event, you must bring your A game.
And what I love to see is that there's new faces coming in here that we have not seen before or have not seen in quite some time. And the extra car count, hats off, and thank you to all the parents and the kids out there that want to come over here and race with us. We love our next stop of the Red Line Oil World Tour lands us in Norwalk, Ohio at Summit Racing Equipment Motorsports Park.
Sorry, hold that spot.
$1 a pound of ice cream, and you know I'll be in that. That's not a question about it.
Don't ask me. Let me get one more after you guys are done. Through the door? Yeah.
So a couple more drags of the tractors missed out there. You can drag it out and go back racing without having to put any kind of.
They already did a group one. All right, let me get one now. They're right there.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get one with your phone.
Here, big smiles. Here we go. Stay right there. You gotta get number one up. Number one up. There you go. Big smiles, boys. Got it.
All right.
And then we'll kick off here with Keith Floyd and Ron.
And
weekend at Virginia Motorsports Park
What does it mean?
doesn't ramp up until later on in the
Man,
PDRA.
I can't describe how big of a deal it is. I mean,
Yeah,
just like, I'm sure it's cliche, everybody says, but it's so hard for me not to get emotional.
handle a flam. Over here on the right side. Supercharger sticking out of Mike Janice's shop. Sure, man, he's been doing this for a very long time, and he's been stuck to top on.
Jeremy Huffman. Well, it's about darn time. Okay, buddy, this has been a long time, a lot of finals, no hardware. You're walking away with hardware. It's got to feel good. Tell us about that last run, because I think that was your best run of the weekend, right?
It was. I hadn't seen we hadn't downloaded the run or anything yet, but I think it was the fastest run of the weekend of all, 4:08 at some change. We have just, like I was telling you, we try things, we struggle, but it's so nice to, I don't know, I feel like we earned this one. I know everybody says they work hard, but we have, we barely made it in qualifying, but we just kept digging, we kept trying different things, and we finally, that last run, things really finally come together for us. So man, we're just so daggum excited. I can't even describe it.
Yeah, it's got to be a wonderful thing to get back to all your fans, because you are an incredible tester, you're an incredible qualifier, but now you're bringing it home, and they're going to just absolutely love it. And it's because, a large part, because of this guy with 3V Performance. So Tom, tell us, man, you were sandbagging all weekend, weren't you?
I can't lie, yeah, I was. No, I'm just kidding. No, like Jeremy said, man, we test a lot, we try a lot. We don't have a big notebook, so we have to learn. And my background's with 500-inch, so this is a little bit different, a lot more power. Same car, but it's just trying different stuff, and we're constantly trying, constantly working on stuff, putting packages together. We showed up, we didn't have the right decisions, and it got us way behind. It got us to the point where, like, holy cow, man, we ain't gonna qualify for this thing. Luckily, Jeremy keeps some outstanding notes, and we just went back and looked at some old runs, similar conditions, and we're like, that makes sense. What we're doing here is not making sense. So we threw that in it, and guess what? We got in the show. And then at that point, we just kept working on it. Here we are in victory lane, finally.
It's got to be a sweet one, because, boy, some parts kept us from winning back at Summit not too long ago, and now this is it. So, Jeremy, talk about the team. You got a lot of people to thank.
Oh man,
run down that list.
Yeah, golly. I mean, obviously Tom, 3V. Wayne, at 3V there. We couldn't do it without them guys. I mean, their support. Tom being away from the shop. Just all the things they do with R&D at the shop. I mean, that's our #1 sponsor by all means. We couldn't do it without them. Then you've got, one of my good friends I grew up with that owns Lake Lookout Campground, Michael Paslak and his wife Rebecca. They've always supported us since we've started racing. I got to thank those guys through all the businesses and everything. My dad, Mike Huffman Enterprise, and just my dad, saying. Like, I mean, obviously my biggest supporter. It's hard not to get emotional about this, this bill I'm coming. But, Bud, my Uncle Bud, he's not here today, which is kind of really sucks. But he's on a vacation with family and stuff, so we miss him, but we couldn't do it without him. We've got another friend, Bradley, here helping us, and we're thankful for him coming. Just trying to think about Adam at PRS. There's just, gosh, I'm trying to think of everybody. Line-to-line coatings, those guys, they get our stuff done so fast. Everything we need, their stuff is spot on. Thank you so much, guys. This, Brian, we couldn't do this without you. Gosh, man, I'm trying to think of everybody. Tommy Lee has helped me from the get-go. Does all of our rear end stuff. The guys at Liberty are great. Pat and them at Ram Clutches. Man, who am I missing?
PRS.
Yeah, Adam at PRS. We talked to him
bailed us out
yesterday.
there, yeah.
I mean, Adam, dude, thank you, brother. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't do this either. And we love working with Adam. I think he likes working with us because we want to be different. We want to try different things, and he wants to work with people like us who want to be different, right? Who want to try something outside the box. So thank you, brother. Gosh, man, who else? I mean, this is harder. I don't want to miss anybody, but, my dad, my uncle, Tom, we're like the Four Stooges, we're like brothers. We do everything together. We miss Bud. Bud, we love you. Wish you were here. We'll do it again. I promise we're going to try. My wife, the good Lord above, I can't thank him enough. My wife, my girls. I don't know.
Well, think about it over there. One last question for this guy.
Uh-oh.
If it wasn't for you for standing up and supporting this class, you wouldn't be experiencing this right now, Tom. Thank you for doing that. And anything you want to say? Anything last thing you want to say?
No, I love Mountain Motor. I love it. Naturally aspirated type racing, like heads up. That's me. That's who I am. And I want that belt back. I won it last year. I want it again this year. Chris Powers, I'm coming for it.
Any last words, Jeremy?
Oh, man, I just, thanks for your support. I appreciate all you do, too, pushing our class and whatnot. I'm just, like I said, I got to thank the good Lord above. I really can't. I got to thank my wife again. Love you, babe. My girls, my mom, everybody. Celeste, Tom's wife, thanks for feeding us. Take good care of us. That she does so much work behind the scenes. There's just so many people at home that support us that you don't realize. We're from a small town trying to do big things on a big stage. So just thank you, everybody.
Well, you did big things. Congratulations, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah! AED Performance was founded with one basic premise in mind: manufacturing high-quality components at reasonable prices. We manufacture the finest line of performance and competition CNC machine carburetors on the market today. Reach out to us at aedperformance.com or 804-271-9107. If we can help guys like that, we can help you. Oh, yeah.